Hi everyone, I hope this finds you well. Today I was on the internet looking for some inspiration and I got it from Ceeceecreations. She does some beautiful watercolor work, and one of the things she does is just doodle. And I thought, oh, that's exactly what I feel like doing today. So I have 100% 100% cotton paper here, watercolor paper. And what I'm going to do is just lightly draw inside here, because if this turns out it makes me happy, I may hang this in the kitchen. So I'm using this mat. It's a double white mat to indicate where the inside is of the mat, the interior lines of the mat. Now I want to also leave some white around my doodles so that it's not going, you know, flush up against the side of the mat. So I think I'm going to make 3 rows of 4, I think. And so I want a little bit of space here. And along here. Now, if you're just going to practice, you don't need to bother with all of this, but I like to be prepared to like it. I always hope every time I do something, I end up liking it. So, with that in mind, I'm going to make some faint lines here. Not too dark. So that I can easily erase it. Yeah, I just want a little bit of an interior border here. So, like I said, 12 spaces, so 3 rows of 4. It's just totally guessing here. No, didn't make it. I'm going to try that again. Find my eraser here. I should just measure it. Here we go. Then I'll know where to put my lines. Okay, let's do this properly. This is about 5.5 inches. So if I want 4 across, it's going to be an inch, about 1.25 inches. So somewhere around here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's try that again. Let's try 1.5 inches. 1, 2. Okay, try 1.25 inches again. Okay. See, I can't measure when it's off like that, so no, I can't figure it out. I'm just going to guess about here. Oh, that looks terrible. Bear with me, folks. Okay, let's make that a little bit bigger here. And here. Okay. That's close enough. Oh my. You would think I'd have this figured out before I started. Okay, maybe some lines this way too. Since I want to do 12, I need three blocks here. So let's try this. Let's hope this turns out better. 1. Okay, that's better. Sorry, I hope I didn't waste too much of your time. All right, so 4, 8, 12. So I'm just going to go in with a size 6 brush and use a color palette much the same as Cece was using. I don't even know if Cece's are, I think Cece's a nickname for, I don't know, maybe Cecilia. I have no idea what Cece's a nickname for, but she seems like a lovely person. She's out of Montreal. So I feel a kinship because I used to live in Montreal, so I feel even closer to her because of that. And I like her work, and she has a nice calm voice, and she relaxes me, so I follow her. So, okay, and we're going to erase these lines when we're done here. I'm going to use Daniel Smith's Buff Titanium, and also Cerulean Blue, and I think I'm going to use Winsor and Newton Student Grade Sap Green with Payne's Gray, and I may come in with Payne's Gray, or Jane's Gray too. Daniel Smith Jane's Gray, that's a lighter gray than the Payne's Gray. Anyway, I mix my Sap Green with my Payne's Gray to get an olive green, so I hope that all makes sense. So let's start with our Cerulean Blue. And just come in like that. Now maybe the Buff Titanium. So if you get a chance, check out CC Creations. Like I said, she does some lovely work, not so advanced that you can't keep up. And I find it really relaxing watching her videos. Okay, let's come in with the olive green. So that's my Sap Green and Payne's Gray from Winsor and Newton. And let's do a gray, and that would be Jane's Gray from Daniel Smith, which is the softer gray, as I said, than Payne's Gray, which is the more common gray. All right. Now doing a variation of that all the way through. So I think I will come in with the darker gray, maybe just a Payne's Gray here. You do it whichever way you feel most comfortable. think I'll just come in with sap green here. A little bit of a darker blue. I think I will mix cerulean blue with ultramarine blue and just see what I come up with here. I don't want it to be too dark. Now while that's still wet, I'm going to make that a little bit darker. There we go. And our buff titanium again. And again, a little bit darker than our top row. Another olive green. Cerulean blue. Our gray, Payne's gray again, I think. Again, a darker version of that. And another green, lighter green, so just the sap green again. There. I'm happy with that. Now, we normally use a 005 pen for this, but it's apparently I'm out of 005. So I've got a 01. It's a new one, so the nib is still fresh and light and not been bent down, because that can happen. These tips are so fragile that if you press a little too hard, it will bend them, so you're not getting as clean a fine line as you might normally get. So this is a new 01, so it's not too bad. And as I said, I would prefer a 005, which would be a even finer line, but make do with what I have. And I ordered these from Amazon. My paints I've ordered from Amazon. I lived in the country for 2.5 years, so most of everything I ordered was from Amazon, simply because I was over an hour away from a art and craft shop. So, and then I moved to the area where that art and craft shop was. It was a Michael's, so I moved to the area 2 months ago, and it closed last week. So, oh, what can you do? Anyway, yeah, I'll make do. I'll go into Halifax when I can and go into the shops there, the craft and art and craft supply shops, which I don't get in too often, so A lot of it will be Amazon. I hate to do it, but, you know, it's just how it is. So, okay. So I want to draw, let me see, I'm using very gentle strokes here. Yeah, I was doing it this morning with my other pen before I dug this one out, and I was not happy with it because the lines were so, ended up being so large. So just, you know, do whatever you can think of for your doodling. Now, when I refreshed my mind of what Cece was doing, I did note that she said, you know, to use any of her doodles in your work. So I appreciated that. I mean, you can't have a copyright on doodles, as far as I know. But it's just nice to know that she said that, and I don't feel like, you know, I'm copying her. So now we'll come in later and fill these in. I'm going to use silver and white and gold. Right now I'm just doing my doodling, doing my thing. It's so relaxing. All right, now, what else do I want here? Well, I'll give the idea of some trees here. Just some branches. Let's just do a leaf. In some spots you just want to go with simplicity. Something clean and fresh looking about simple, you know, simple, designs. What else can we go with here? Let's see. A little flower. And last but not least, maybe just a tree and its branches. There's some strong wind out there. I don't know if I mentioned we had a storm last night, and it's not snowing any longer, but it's blowing really hard out there, so it's blowing all the snow around. So the man that comes and does my yard was here already, and some of the snow is blown back, but if I really needed to get out, I could. Okay, now we're going to bring in our white gel pen, our gold, and our silver pens. And I'm just using Pilot pens here right now because that's what I could find at Walmart when I ran out. So they're vibrant. They're almost neon colored. So let's see. Let's do this one in gold. So beautiful. I know Cece loves to embellish her work with gold. I can see why. It's lovely. Absolutely lovely. Now here I want to draw some really, so if this is leaves, but some really fragile sort of veining. Pretty close together. As you can see, I'm sort of curving my lines here. Sort of gives the impression of dimension, you know, how a leaf will look like that. So, and I'm definitely not drawing straight lines. I'm just loosely making my lines here. In a very crooked fashion. And every once in a while leaving a little space here just to give it a little bit more interest. There we have it. Ooh, I like that. Now here, what will we could do? I think we'll come in with some silver. Do the center. Maybe some dots here and there along our squiggly lines. Don't want to overdo it. That'll do, I think. Now, I think I'll come in with my white gel pen and fill in this design. Once I get my pen flowing. See, now I'm really liking this so far. So unless I blow it somewhere along the line, I would not hesitate to mat this and frame it and put it in my kitchen. Doesn't have to be a masterpiece. It sure beats buying your artwork from, you know, Walmart or wherever. Now, where am I going to come in? White here, I think. Maybe silver and white. I think I'll fill this in with silver and leave the center for some white. And you just barely tell the difference. Just to add a little more interest. There we have it. Okay. I might leave this as it is. Maybe I'll add some gold dots. Just here and there. Not too much. Okay, what should we do with this tree? I might just leave it. I think I will. I think I'll leave that. Come in with some black and silver here. Black, silver, and white. A little bit thicker black pen. And white. Just have to be careful with this white because the tip of this pen is not very thin. It's, you know, relatively thick, so. Okay, there we have it. This, I think I will leave. I think I'll leave it for now. Let's do this flower in gold. I'm going to do the center in black. And then bring in the white gel pen just to dot the center, maybe. Let's try it. I don't have a big space there to work with, but we can go outside the lines if we like. I'm just trying to get my pen moving here. There we go. Okay, now what should we do here? Either silver or white. I think silver, and then we'll leave the white for some spots on this on the side. So let's come in with our silver. Just trying to decide if we need something. No, let's just leave it for now. Okay, and I want some white dots on here. So yes, I'm quite happy with this. I'm going to put the matte on it and see how I feel. No reason why you can't make your doodles into pieces of art, which is what I think we've done here today. I tried to remember to leave some just black to feel the, you know, the fineness, the fragility of it, the wispiness of it, and then come in with some color in other areas. So yeah, I think I will come in with a black here with my 01 and just sort of accent these little lines here. Yes, I think that's better. There we have it. I like it. Just going to erase my pencil lines here, my little my little guide. And bring in our matte. Now I've chosen a white on white double matte. That works for me. You can put your little John Henry down in the corner. The date. Now, isn't that pretty? It's so fresh and clean looking. I love it. I love it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it gave you some ideas. Be sure to look up CC Creations. She's a master. Master mistress? No. Master, I guess. Sounds so masculine. Anyway, she's an expert. More of an expert than me, but, you know, I think I did a pretty nice little piece here. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you share it. Any comment? I'd love to hear a comment. I'd love to hear from my subscribers. It just makes me feel more connected. And yeah, share, like. And if you haven't subscribed, now's a good time to do that. And just remember, folks, today's a good day to have a good day. So I'll see you soon. Bye for now.